Wow, Tesla investor presentation just finished, and not only did we get a glimpse at a new product, but we got very clear references to 3 new product lines, all of which don't exist today for any EV category. And the whole point of Investor Day this year was to transition to clean energy at a big scale. But we got so much more than that. So today I'm gonna go over the main points covered, but I'm also gonna go over some new products that were hinted at. And I'm gonna break down one production change that is gonna change everything and will make an immediate impact in Tesla margins today. And I think the market hasn't fully digested this yet. So in case you don't know who I am, my name is Alejandro and I build financial software for visualstocks.com, which is designed to help you make better investment decisions in the stock market. Alright, so now let's start with the big reveal of Tesla Master Plan 3. And as you can see, the first part is just making the existing grid renewable. So really nothing new here. We know that the way that we're currently gonna accomplish that is through energy storage via the Mega Pack. Because pretty much the energy generation part of it, it's already solved with solar and wind. So all we need to do is solve the storage part, which is the most difficult part. I made a video about Tesla Energy a couple weeks ago, so I'm not gonna go super in depth, but just know that Tesla Energy will be a big contributor for this year. Moving along, the second part was to switch to EVs. And this is where things started to get interesting because we got snippets of 2 new models that were not revealed before. And one of them was the compact car, which we kind of already knew about. But what I didn't expect was for Tesla to tease the delivery van as well. But it makes a ton of sense because there's hundreds of millions of delivery vans and delivery vehicles right now in the market that need to be switched to EVs. And currently, as far as I know, there's nothing in the market. I know Rivian announced something like that in the past, but I don't think that's in production yet. And it doesn't seem like they will use the Cybertruck platform for this either, so it's more like a regular Tesla. And the reason for that is I'm gonna reveal that in the future. Now everybody was kind of expecting the compact car, which is the highest selling volume car in the world, mainly in India and China, and this is pretty much BYD's bread and butter. But I don't think anybody was expecting part 3 and part 4 of the plan. Tesla is thinking of creating a heat pump, and with that I'd imagine they introduce an AC unit, which is pretty complementary, and they already kind of have experience with that via the HVAC system that they created for the Model X, and just the AC system they already had to customize for their existing models. So they have a little bit of expertise in this domain, but this came out of the blue. And part 4 was essentially the same extension of part 3, but for the industrial side of things, and they added hydrogen also. So very interesting choice for steps. And of course they already have a design in mind for the pump. These people move very fast, man. The last part is electric planes and electric boats, and I already made a video about this, so you can watch that. So I'm not gonna go super in depth, but that's very exciting too, because even though it's very small percentage of the emissions, it's a very lucrative market. People who buy boats and buy planes, they're pretty wealthy, so the margins on those products are pretty high, typically. Now, every single one of those new products is exciting in their own way. They're all in the future. There's one particular thing that they revealed that will make an impact starting today. Perhaps it's already making an impact. And they're gonna transition to a new production process for their assembly line. So they figured out a way to make production for all their models in the same way as they do the Cybertruck, or they're planning to do the Cybertruck, without trying to build it as a rectangular shape or triangular shape or even make it out of steel. And they call this the unbox process. And this results in a 50% decrease in capex and a 40% increase in manufacturing footprint. So they get twice the efficiency for the same area in every single one of their factories. Now, this is not in 2 years, this is not in 3 years. Eventually, every single product that they produce today will transition into that sort of assembly line. You can picture how this will transform everything. I'd be surprised if they're not already using this in Giga Texas and Giga Berlin. And I think this is why dropped their prices and felt very confident about their margins. So since the capex is less, also their free cash flow just immediately goes up. And the depreciation on their income statement also drops. So it's all positive. I just have a feeling that people will not pay attention to, because this is not the sexy part. The sexy part was the van, the new products, the heat pump, master plan. But make no mistake, this new production process is a big deal and probably the biggest takeaway for me from the presentation. So as they scale production in Giga Texas and Giga Berlin, and they use more of this new assembly line, I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla margins go up to 30% again, maybe even 40% in the near future. I mean, it will take time, but that's extremely impressive. That is Taiwan Semiconductor kind of margins. Those are not auto margins at all. So anyway, that's sort of like my quick recount of the presentation. If you found value in this video and you'd like to take your investment process to a next level, you can check us out at Visual Stocks. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.